Welcome back. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Shannon. As in every day, we're going to talk about all things makeup and beauty, cosmetics, all those good things, the things that I have a passion for. This is only my second video, so I don't have a ton of subscribers yet, but hopefully if I keep uploading videos, you will get more from me. I do have to work right now with sunlight to get some lighting, and I'm actually taping these on my MacBook because right now I just don't have the money to put into a huge production, but hopefully if I keep this up, I will have a little bit more and I can throw in maybe a ring light, which would be so much better. I already do have a backdrop, but I'm just kind of working on getting that stuff set up. But I'm really excited to be doing this second video for you guys. If you haven't caught my first video, make sure you do so. Hit subscribe and hit the bell if you want to make sure you don't miss any of my videos that I do upload. And today, I'm really excited about this. I love watching these videos. We are going to talk about some underrated makeup products. So some things that I don't think, personally, get enough attention here on YouTube. There's a lot of things that are super hyped up, and then some stuff like barely gets spoken about, even though they're amazing products. So I want to share some of the ones that I love with you guys. So we're going to start out with a lipstick product, okay? So this is by a company called Essence. Essence, mainly, I buy from them online. You can get from, I'm from Canada, by the way, if you don't know that. Here in Canada, you can buy their brand from Shoppers Drug Mart. And I'm sure in the States you can probably purchase this. I'm not sure if Essence is at Ulta, but I'm sure it's in other drugstores. This brand, if you know them, is super inexpensive, and they actually have a pretty good line. Their whole brand in general, there's a lot of good products, so I would recommend that you try them out. But I really love their matte lipsticks, and even their long-lasting lipsticks. They're not as matte feeling, and I wouldn't say they're super long-lasting, but they're nice lipsticks. This is one of their mattes. I really love this one. What's it called? So on the bottom it says O2, but it does have a name. Perfect Match, this one is called. I think these run in Canada around $4.99. I picked up a couple different lipsticks from them when I was in St. John last, so the city I live nearby. And this is the color of Perfect Match. There's one that's more nude than this that wasn't in store that I kind of want to order. But yeah, this is Perfect Match, so I'll show you a little swatch. Alright. So that's a swatch. Really pretty color, right? It's right up my alley. It's kind of like a burgundy reddish pink tone. And it's coming off more pink, I think, than it is in person, but it's a really beautiful color. I really love this. I use it quite often, and I don't find this feels like super matte when you're putting it on. It just dries down well, and it does last, but it's not too drying, which I love. I'm kind of growing out of the liquid lipstick phase, which I think a lot of us are. But yeah, really inexpensive company. A lot of good things to try. So I definitely would recommend them. And these lipsticks are so underrated. I don't think I've ever heard anyone talk about these. They're really good. I mean, the packaging is pretty basic as far as that goes, but it's nice, and I kind of like the clear kind of packaging. You can see through the top. But yeah, really inexpensive, good product, super opaque as you can see. It goes on really smooth. It's nice, long lasting. Highly recommend for $4.99. Why not? Next product I'm going to talk about is, let's go with this. I never see this talked about ever. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do a YouTube video on this, and like so many people do the YouTube videos on like, what is it, the Versali brand, like the oil, whatever, oil facial stuff. This is an oil elixir, and this is by the brand Physicians Formula. I really like Physicians Formula. It's one of the brands at the drugstore. It runs a little more in price, but a lot of their products are really good. I love their butter bronzer, which I'm sure you've heard a million times. That one is overhyped. But this product by now I never hear tell of. It's a heavy product. I think I paid around, I think it's almost $20 Canadian. It might be between 15 and 20. And this product has a ton of like antioxidants in it. It's good for anti-aging if you're using it over the long term. It helps kind of brighten your complexion. But once again, this is over time, and it does feel silky smooth. It kind of gives you a little bit of moisturization in your skin, which is really nice. You can add this in with foundation, just a little bit, but you can add it in. You can put this in, like, let's say you have a lip palette that's dry. this works really well, and it's affordable. It's not super expensive. You don't have to feel bad about using it on those products. And this has quite a bit. How much? This is 1 fluid ounce, so 30 mils. The packaging though is heavy. Like, it feels like a luxe packaging. I mean, look at it. It's really pretty. It has the flowers on it. It has a nice dropper, a glass dropper. Now, this does say it's paraben free. There's no harsh chemicals in it. Dermatological tested. Yeah, there's no parabens, sulfates, all that stuff. So it's a really good product in that way if you want something clean. I think it's 100% natural ingredients and 99.5% organic ingredients in this. So this is a really nice product, good for your skin. I don't think it would irritate your skin. It does say fragrance free, but I definitely smell whatever they use kind of in this. Kind of like a flowery scent. I don't know if I would say fragrance free, but maybe. I don't know. You'd have to try this out, but I think for most people, especially if you have normal to dry skin, you would want to use this. Now, if you're oily, I don't think an oil elixir is really necessary, but you might want to just add a little bit on. But yeah, I love this. I love this, guys. I think it's such a good product, and it's cheaper than so many other products that are exactly like this on the market. I got some kind of oil in one of my Ipsy bags, and I know it's way more expensive than this. I can't think of the brand, and it literally smells and feels the exact same as this. So it's kind of like why don't I just get this? It's cheaper. So I would highly recommend this. I think it's a great oil elixir, especially for those of us that are more dry, which I am. I'm more normal to dry skin. All right, so whoa, we have 2 more products to go. So the next product I'm going to talk about, and I actually seen Kathleen Lights talk about this recently, and I was like, oh, I wanted to talk about this because no one does. I'm so glad that she mentioned this. I'll link her below as well. This is the Retouch and Erase Light Lifting Concealer by Milani. I get the shade Fair, so this is the lightest shade. Now, they don't have the best shade range. I think there's like 5 shades, which kind of sucks. I mean, but at the drugstore, generally you are pretty limited with the color range. Unfortunately, they don't have enough colors of this. This does work for me. I do think if you were lighter than me though, you probably would just find this matches your skin. So I don't know how brightening it would be. For me though, I find it does exactly what it says. I don't find this to be like uber full coverage, but I find it to be a nice medium coverage. It gives that kind of light to the bottom of your eyes, and this blends out really well. It does dry down quick, so I usually do one side and then the next side instead of just putting it all in your face at once, but I really like it. I don't care for it. I don't care for the top. It's a friggin' sponge. I don't know whose idea it was to put this on. No one likes these, but I mean, I deal with it. I just think it's grungy, and I mean, the top gets dirty, but I mean, I didn't pay very much for this. I think it's like 10 bucks in Canada, and it's probably less obviously in the United States. I don't know how much they charge for this. I might have even paid more than 10. I know a lot of Milani's products run around $10 US, but yeah, I mean, it's a good product. It does blend out well, and I really like it. And I do find, one thing I like about this as well, I don't find this creases throughout the day on me. I know everyone's crazy about Tarte Shape Tape, and I actually really like it too. I think it's great. But you don't need as much as you see in a lot of videos. You only need a few dabs of that concealer, and that's one of the reasons some people are running into problems with creasing, and I do sometimes because I go overboard. But this one is good. You can put a good amount under your eyes, and it gives a decent amount of coverage. The Tarte Shape Tape, I think, is probably a little better, but it's supposed to. This is more of like a light enhancing. So if you want to brighten really up under those eyes. But like I said, limited shade range, but I do think this product deserves more credit than it has been getting. You can get this on the Milani website. And there are some places in the States. I don't see this in many places in Canada. Lawton's, I do see, which is a drugstore here. I do see Milani in, but I don't see it in a ton of places. It's actually really hard to find. So I would recommend just going on Milani.com and purchasing these. Or if you know or live close by to somewhere that sells the products, check it out. But I really like this. I think it's a good concealer that doesn't get enough attention. So I highly recommend it. Last product. Let's get through this, guys. I'm blabbing too much. All right, so the last product I'm going to talk about is the IT Cosmetics Celebration Foundation Illumination. So I don't know if you can see the packaging. There it is. You can see a little. All right, so it's a nice white packaging. It has silver lettering. It has a nice clasp here, and the one I have is light. There is one lighter than this. Shade range, I don't know how many are in it. I know it's like under 10. They don't have the biggest shade range for this one. But I love this. The only person I've seen talk about this is Taylor here on YouTube, and I'll link her down below as well. The part of the Burrito family. You probably have heard of her. You've seen her videos. I really like her. But she's the only person I've heard talk about this, and I don't get it. This is a foundation. You can literally wear this, put some concealer on and wear this, and your skin will look perfect. And I am someone that sometimes has dry skin. I have normal to dry skins, and I still find that I can wear this and it doesn't like cling or make my face look all weird or patchy. I love it. It's such a nice powder. It's so soft. So that's what it kind of looks like on the inside. Yeah, and you get a better representation kind of the color. There, we can put it down there. Yeah, it's got a decent sized mirror. I've had this for quite a long time. It does come with like a little froofy brush. I mean, I don't use this. You could, I guess, under your eyes. Let's just retouch a little. Yeah, so let's just retouch a little. There we go. Yeah. I'm silly. Okay, but yeah, this powder is so nice. Like, it feels so smooth when you touch it. And it just has such a nice, I mean, you're not going to be able to see that, but it has such a nice, like, texture. It blends in so well. And this really does illuminate. Like, it says it gives you illumination. It's not sparkly or glittery or metallic. It's just, like, a pretty glow to your face that you don't get with a lot of other things. So I really love this. A decent amount of coverage. I would say you can get medium coverage with this. But I can also use this as a setting powder and it doesn't cake up my face. So I do love this. I think it's so amazing. Now, I said that was the last product and I was totally lying. I completely forgot one because it's sitting here with me. So this one I'm going to talk about really quickly, but I think it's awesome. This is the ShanXO palette by BH Cosmetics. Now, I don't know if this was talked about a lot when it first came out. It probably was, but I didn't see that. I just started, you know, really getting into YouTube the last like year and a half, 2 years. But I didn't see this really a lot talked about, and I still don't. I see ShanXO. Shannon obviously uses it on her channel, and she's linked down below. But I don't see a lot of other people talk about this, and I love this palette. I used it actually today. I used it on my eyes today. And I mean, I think it's such a gorgeous, like, it's so gorgeous, guys. I used this color here to highlight. So we're gonna go like this. So I use this color here. Sorry, my lighting's bad. I use this color here to highlight. And then I use this really gorgeous, it's almost like a pink shade, like a metallic pink shade. I use this yellow kind of mustard shade. There, you can see the color. It's so pretty. And then I use this color. It's kind of like a burgundy orange, kind of like a burnt red orange, deeper though, very deep. It's really beautiful. I use that. And I used a little bit of this color too on the lower lash line. So I use that on the lower lash line. And I mean, it's such a nice formula, guys. I actually swatched this out on Instagram and I really love it. So I'll just swatch like a couple colors for you. Like, oh, such a pretty color. And this one's like a bronze color. Like, how gorgeous is that, guys? And let's do that orange color. Oh, pretty. I do like the shimmers the best, but I like shimmers, so that's probably why. And look at the pigmentation, like, that's on the mustardy yellow color, like, the pigmentation is so good, and that doesn't do it justice, but honestly, guys, these are so good. So good. And then there's one at the bottom that is a duochrome. Oh, it's got a red, brown, green shift. It's so pretty. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Such a pretty color, guys. I'm telling you, this is a really good palette. I think it's like $14.50. It's not expensive at all. Get yourself this palette. Like, literally, it's such a good palette. It might be a little bit more now. Now, on this side as well, which I kind of forgot to show, there are lip colors. So if you like lip colors, and these are not hard at all. Like, these are really creamy. Yeah. I mean, these aren't going to stay on you, but look at that red. Oh, so pretty. I mean, you're going to have to reapply probably, but what I recommend is putting a lip liner on and then putting these on. But the colors in here are so beautiful. I mean, you got a mix of summer, spring, fall. They're beautiful, beautiful. I like the, obviously you've seen that I've used it. So get this, guys. It includes what? 9 lipsticks and 9 eyeshadows for the price. This is one of the best ones I think I've tried from BH Cosmetics. I do like the Carly by Belle Deluxe palette as well, but this one is so underrated. I think it's amazing. It's by a fellow YouTuber who I think is amazing, so get yourself this. Alright guys, so I'm going to take off because I am covered in swatches and for some reason I did not bring a makeup wipe. What is wrong with me, guys? Alright. I will see you later. Make sure you hit subscribe if you like this video. Leave me a comment down below and have a great weekend, guys. Bye!